Welcome. Hi, this is Laura with Butterfly Insights, and I'm here today to do your pick a card reading. And today's reading is all about what career path should I go down. What's interesting about this is sometimes our soul's purpose is a little bit out of balance with what we end up doing as a career, but also in balance at the same time. And I can explain that as we go into this reading. But today I need you to pick a stack. You're either going to pick stack 1, 2, 3, or 4 down here on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry that my view isn't perfect for all of these 4 stacks, but choose one, whatever your heart tells you that you are drawn to. And then we're going to read starting with stack number 1. Okay, so first we have Angel of Love. Milky Way perspective. Judgment card. 5 of Cups. Nine of Cups, and 3 of Wands. So first we have Angel of Love, which is all about coming from your heart center. And I'm going to read in my book a little bit about that card for you, so you can get a better perspective on this card. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach, or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. Angel of Love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. So, love isn't just about romantic love. It is also about love for others around us. It is about those that we might care about, those we might come across on a bus and feel like we need to help them from a place of love in our heart. So it covers everything. We are all love. That is the essence of our being. And so whatever it is that you are being called to go into as a career, it's going to involve coming from your heart space. It's going to be something that makes you feel like you're caring for and loving others. Milky Way perspective. I feel like you're going to help them have a new perspective that they need. And I'm going to read a little bit on that one for you. You have lost your perspective, so now it's time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean you no longer care. It simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains non-reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. These are the lenses of pure awareness. You can examine all aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will get a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. So with this, you're going to be looking at things from a different perspective than people normally do. And you may be helping others to do this. Since this love card came up, I really feel like it has to do with helping others. And so you will help them shift their perspective in a way that will serve them. This judgment card here is a karma card. And so I feel like you're going to help them solve some old karmas that they have been needing to solve that are eating at them in their situations in their life right now. And gaining a new perspective and coming from that heart space will help them to do that. And the Five of Cups is a card of loss, of deep sadness and loss. And loss usually comes right before a major transformation. And to clear up old karmic stuff would absolutely be a major transformation. Usually it takes something like great loss in order to get to the transformations that we need in our life in order to grow spiritually and move forward. Then we have Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wishes. It's a card of fulfillment. It's a card of peace and contentment and happiness with what you have. And so as they learn to do this, as you are helping these people move past this, they will naturally start to feel their gratitude for what they have in their life. And Three of Wands would be the final thing that happens for them in all of this, those that you will be helping in your chosen, in the career path that's meant for you. They have these different choices. They've already started to build something for themselves in their life, and they're figuring out what choice is right for them because of all of this solving that they've been able to do, and all of this gratitude that they've been able to invoke has helped them know what path they need to take in their life and move forward with it successfully. So that is quite a big deal. For those of you that picked stack number 1, bless you. Bless you, bless you. You're going to be helping a lot of people. And I know these, sometimes when I do readings for career, it isn't perfectly clear. But those that have been looking at different career paths, this is going to make sense for you because you're going to be able to identify which path that means when you've been trying to choose between them. Okay, so here we have adjacent possibilities. This card is saying there are many possibilities for you, ones that you haven't looked at yet. And I'm going to read in the book a little bit more so you get a better idea of what that's saying. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of the potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. Like an indecision card, which indicates confusion and vacillation about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options, and it's time to take a wider look at things. You may consider that the many life choices possible, and you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, or a connection you haven't tapped, or an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, be flexible, and be willing to take a new and different action now. And I will tell you that I very strongly feel for you, those of you that picked stack 2, that this is telling you it's something that you haven't done yet, that you haven't even put much consideration into, if any. It may be even a possibility that has not yet knocked on your door. And then we get ceremony, invocation. And this is a spiritual card. It says, whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. It is important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit but also material objects you consider sacred. Maybe set up an altar in a convenient area that is apart from your usual living space. Start with representations of the 4 major elements, earth, air, fire, water, and then add just a few sacred objects. Set your intention for the ceremony. such as whether the purpose is for healing, celebration, or honoring a particular earth or season or cycle. Then do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. Breathe in their presence, and then ask these divine beings to guide you through the process. Trust their guidance, feel their heartbeat, keep breathing. Breathing is the key to actual evidence of spirit, and creating a ceremony is the vehicle that supports this. So this is telling you that you will need to be connecting with spirit in order to identify the right possibility for you when it presents itself, and in order to narrow it down if maybe it was only a quick thought in your mind. And then we have the Three of Wands card here, which is a card of looking out and trying to decide which way to go. You have already done things. This is also telling you you have already done things in your life that have prepared you for this choice. So you're ready. You're already set up to do whatever it is that you are being called to do. And finally, or not finally yet, but next we have the Seven of Cups card. And the Seven of Cups card is many possibilities. It's a card of not being able to make a decision because you have so many choices. It's also a card of spiritual growth and transformation because of the number 7. That's what 7 in tarot is indicating. So here we have the many choices. Here we have all of these adjacent possibilities you haven't looked at yet. Here we have you connecting with spirit. You're already prepared for it. You already have some skills for this. And yeah, I feel like you're not going to even realize that you do have those skills. And then we have Nine of Wands. You have been doing many, many things in your life that are setting you up for this door to be open for you. You are right close to it. It's very close to you right now. So if it hasn't presented itself to you yet, it will very soon. And if you connect to spirit so that you will recognize that this opportunity is going to take you to a higher spiritual level than you have been, and you're going to be very connected and feel very in line with your own soul. So the message I'm getting here is you don't get to know from me right now exactly what this path is. It's going to be different for each person that picked this stack, number 1. And number 2, you need to connect with spirit in order to identify it. That's essential. Okay, so that would be stack number 2. Now moving on to stack number 3. And we have the Thinking Man, who wasn't reversed when I first. Oh, all of these are turned around. Sorry about that. They were all turned around. The Thinking Man. Waterfall, effortless. 7 of Swords. The Chariot. The Devil. And 6 of Wands. Okay. The Thinking Man. The Thinking Man can be a teacher. He can be a spiritual counselor. I'm going to read to you in this book what he is, according to the pages of the author of these cards. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is thoughtful and reflective, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now, or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps a new male friend. Be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world, and be open to his information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, healing, or practice could change your life forever. And then Waterfall, that card is about effortlessness, going with the flow, going over the edge of where you're comfortable. You may have come to the edge of your comfort zone and find yourself fighting to resist moving past that perceived precipice of who you are, how you can be, or what you can do. Spirit is asking you to step beyond the edge and allow yourself to do so with ease rather than struggle. Yes, at times physical exertion is necessary, but when performed with fluidity and grace, even when the task seems daunting, you will find that movement moves you effortlessly. Approach the present situation or relationship with awareness and grace. Don't try to make it effortless. That just creates more strain. The key word here is to allow. This is not a time to fight, but to surrender to the will of Spirit, even if you are being asked to let go completely and tumble into the brink of creation itself. You will find the waters there to be ultimately still and calm. Keep your focus on your solar plexus and your breath, breathing through any tension, relaxing and yielding to the movement that is occurring at any given moment makes your life effortless. If you have not had a man in your life presenting you with ideas or thoughts or new direction or education of some sort, then that educator or person offering new ideas may indeed be you. You may be the one that helps others find their effortless way through life and to the directions that they are seeking. Seven of Swords comes up when you're having trouble picking up the pieces, you're having trouble moving forward. It's like you're finally ready to move to this next level of your life, but you're dropping stuff. People are being deceptive with you. It's difficult. It's the hard part. It's the painful part. There's always a painful part of ascension and of moving forward in your life, and that's what this card is representing. And it's going to be painful until the effortlessness is learned. And so then we have the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is about the successful finding the way to move forward from all of this. And now here we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of unhealthy self-indulgences, addictions, to substances, to people, to situations, to sex. All of those types of things are presented with the Devil card. And right after the Devil card here, we have Six of Wands, which is a card about moving away from all of that, learning to go beyond addictions, learning to go beyond all of those unhealthy ways and habits and people. This spread could very well represent a drug counselor. It could represent somebody working in an industry where people are dealing with gangs in their past. They're dealing with addictions, and they're needing to find their way to triumph, find their way to move past it, find their way to find their effortless flowing of life for them instead of all of the battles that they've put up with. And you could be this one to show them that way. So that is number 3. Now we move on finally to number 4. And I will let you know that if you look in the description of this video, you will find links to my website and to my Facebook. If you have any questions or if you need to contact me for an appointment, you can do so there. Okay, so now, first we have Angel of Strength, and I feel like you might be an angel for people on this earth. And the book says, this amazing angel brings news that this is the time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power comes from within and reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. So Next, we have autumnal equinox release, which is about letting go of what it's time to let go of in your life in order to make room for what is needing to come into your life. And I will go ahead and read that to you. Now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that is no longer useful or needed for the emerging expression of who you are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become burdensome and no longer congruent with your soul's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself rest while at the same time making preparations for the winter season. Look especially at your material possessions and be brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, just like the trees that openly bare their nakedness once the leaves have departed and give room for whatever new life is ready for birth at the following of a quiet gestation. So let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness and trust that something else will take its place. So I feel like you're going to be the angel of strength in helping others to find what they need to release and help show them how to do that. It can also be telling some of you that have picked this stack that you will be able to find the inner strength to go where you need to go after you make a big release. Next card in this is Nine of Wands. This is a card of being completely exhausted, completely weary and worn out. You've been working so hard, fighting so hard in life, and you're tired. You're so spent. Remember this card here? It's that inner strength when you didn't think you had any. It's there. This card's telling you that too. It's there. You can release things and find that you have all of the strength that you need to move forward. This card here is about battles. Battles within yourself, battles with others. And then, this is really interesting here. We have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. These are marriage cards. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. Usually I will pull this card when somebody is about to propose or get proposed to. This card will come up, and it's all about happy family, having everything that you've wanted in your heart. So, you could be the angel of strength that is helping people release what they need to release, get over their battles in order to have their joy and happiness in marriage. Marriage counselor is what calls out to me about this stack. But as I have said, this may be relating to you in some way in order to get to what you need to get to that Spirit is telling you. So your Spirit will know if you look inside the voices that you're hearing inside for what this means for you, for all of these stacks, then you're going to know. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your time in listening, and I do hope that this resonated with you. Please do take time and like and subscribe and comment below. Let me know what stack you chose. Let me know how it resonated with you. I would appreciate that so much. It is my pleasure and my joy to give my time to helping you find what you need through these readings. Blessings, love, and light. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next weekend.